My name is Jada.
Kai.
Liz.
And I'm Camille. Friends, how many of us have that?
Yes! I mean, so it's gotta be a, what is it?
Hot Tita Summer.
Hi, everybody. You got Jada.
Liz.
I'm Kai.
And I'm Camille.
And we are calling all boss babais and creative kabayan.
To redefine what it means to be Tita.
Come take your favorite break with us.
And pull out your knitting needles and get comfortable. Right? Because it's that season. Knitting a sweater,
Yeah.
maybe a little scarf, getting started on your Christmas
I don't know how to knit,
crafts.
but
I don't know how to knit
snacks.
either, but
Crocheting?
it's on my list.
Yeah.
Crochet. Let's start a crochet club.
Yeah.
But
I'll bedazzle
first,
something.
But first,
make sure you follow us on Instagram, Spotify, TikTok, all the socials.
TikTok? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
YouTube, like and subscribe our videos, you know.
guys,
And
we
shout out all the new followers.
Yay!
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but we were thinking on the same wavelength there.
Yes.
Big
but
shout out.
We see y'all.
and we love the engagement, guys. Thank
Yes.
you. We
love
appreciate it
talking
all.
to you guys.
Yes, we
Yeah.
do love talking to you.
100%.
Please introduce yourself.
Yeah.
All right, guys. What's the Filipino word of the day?
Ooh.
Magkakasama tayo.
Wow. We get
That's a whole.
See, okay, this is the thing about Tagalog, right?
Oh.
It's sometimes, you know, the ka-ka-ka-ka, ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. It's a lot of like, you gotta catch all the syllables.
Yeah.
I might
hold
be
on,
warm-
I gotta slow this one
I
down.
might be warming the bench
Okay.
today.
Magkakasama tayo.
Makakasama tayo.
We're in this together.
Makakasama tayo.
Yeah, that was good. That was
I
good.
feel like I give an extra ka than I need to.
Magkakasama.
Magkakasama.
Try this at home. Are you trying this at home right now? Okay. Magkakasama tayo.
Magkakasama tayo.
And it means we're in this together.
Yes, we
Damn
are.
right.
Oh.
You're damn
Right?
right.
Yes, we are.
Tita Salita, makakasama tayo.
Yes. Can we just go?
Oh.
Can we just go?
Damn.
You know that song? We're
Makakasama.
all in this together.
Makakasama tayo.
That's our new anthem.
Yeah.
Makakasama tayo.
We can make a jingle.
We're gonna
Are
have
you
to.
even on
Okay,
a Filipino podcast?
We're gonna workshop it. We're gonna workshop it. Oh my gosh, guys, Glee mashup. I'm kidding.
Oh my. Oh my.
Are you guys into
be
the
so
singing
fun.
shows?
I don't watch them.
Like, are you into the Pitch Perfects? Are you into
Nah,
it?
I've never watched those, no.
So
I mean,
I never got into Pitch
no.
Perfect. Glee, I got into Glee
I got
when it
into
first
Glee.
came out.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
And then Pitch
The
Perfect.
movies, I'm not into.
Like they're funny, but I feel like I wasn't on the wave with its
Yeah.
popularity.
Yeah.
So, okay, question, because this came up as a question for me, or I didn't know this. I didn't know that Get Rich or Die Trying was considered a musical.
Wait, what?
I didn't know
So when I
that.
was watching, I put on Netflix
Recently?
one day, and
know
it's like
that.
musicals, and I'm like, okay, like it just makes those
it's
suggestions.
not.
With
And
50
Get Rich or
Cent?
Die Trying,
No, it's
with
not.
50 Cent, Curtis Jackson,
No, it's not.
is a musical, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it is. That was not planned. That's crazy. Yeah, no.
Finish what you're
And
saying.
you think about the songs that were in that, and I'm like, I guess it is kind of like a thug musical, right? Because it's like, you know, he's living his life, and then
I
you know
love-
you're going
but-
through
oh
the
my
But he's
God.
actually
You do this.
rapping throughout the movie.
Well, because he's rapping in the studio. It's about his music career. Some like making it from the streets to the studio.
I see it.
You know what
I get the
mean?
vision. I see the
You know
concept.
what I heard is also a musical? Is the new Joker movie.
Oh, hold on.
Okay, I don't know about all.
Yes,
I don't know if
I
we're
watched
ready.
it.
Unfortunate.
I just watched it.
Is
on
it
the
a
Really?
weekend.
musical?
Really?
It's a whole musical, and it's
I wasn't expecting that. I was excited for it, and I wanted
trash.
some twisted.
No, don't
stuff.
stop. No.
Okay,
Two
don't
thumbs
do that.
Don't tell me,
way
don't tell me, don't tell me, don't
down.
tell me.
But
Yeah.
back to your point on 50 Cent, because I
we
am
were
reading
gonna go
his.
watch that.
no.
I don't know,
don't.
stream it now, I guess. But
yeah.
the 50 Cent, reading his book, I just feel like we know him as a rapper, but the things that this man does, so getting a
Exactly.
musical,
He's a- yeah.
if it's gonna make money,
This
or
guy's
Yes.
a mogul. He's
Yeah,
a
yeah, yeah,
mogul.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then to go back to the musical, theatrical part, remember Hip Opera? With
Oh my
Beyonce?
gosh.
No,
I never watched it.
I never
though.
watched it.
Oh,
I never
Man,
watched it.
MTV back in the day did a hip opera, and Beyonce was like the main character, and there was like basically like a
I've
really,
never
really,
watched
really
it.
long music video movie.
I'm not into it.
No thanks.
Not
No
into
thanks.
it.
All
No
right.
thanks. But yes, the
just me.
Joker, guys.
Not
Wow.
good. Not worth it.
Okay, I didn't. I will.
Canceling our date. If you're listening.
I mean, if you appreciate a musical, and
no,
you-
I appreciate Joker being Joker.
the acting was
Harlequin
great,
being Harlequin.
Okay.
but the way they did it creatively was really weird. It did not work for me.
Maybe it was a creative like risk. You know
It
what I
was. It
mean
was a
in
big
terms
one.
of for
Yeah.
doing that. Don't get me wrong. I love a musical. I didn't want a musical for that.
No,
Yeah.
I don't.
Not for that.
I want the weird stuff.
There's
Yeah.
no action.
I
and
wanted the
stuff,
twisted
okay?
sick
yeah.
No, there's not that.
Joker.
It's October.
DC
It's
dark
spooky
stuff.
season.
Yeah.
I want the
Yeah.
spook, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Talking about what's popping in the city.
Hey.
That killed me.
I need to get a clip of that, yo.
I really wanted to
Okay,
do
that's
that.
on the soundboard.
Right?
You know what I mean?
That was so good. Right? Yeah.
Popping.
Poppin'.
Can we talk
In
energy?
culture, pop culture.
Energy?
Yeah, seriously.
You guys didn't see that coming.
No, not at
No,
all.
not at all.
Keeping us on our toes.
What a way
I'm
to
fascinated
pop
by
off.
you.
I am.
Wow, I'm fascinated.
Well, I don't know
That's
if I can
fantastic.
makakasama that.
Let's see if I can top that with what I'm about to say.
Give it to me, girl.
What were you gonna say?
Princess Diaries 3.
Oh my God!
Oh,
I saw the post. I saw the
Who's
post.
in it?
Did they give a date?
Anne Hathaway.
Anne Hathaway,
Not
Princess
that I know.
Diaries,
not
the
that I know.
OG.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's going back to Genovia.
Princess Genovia. Yeah, something like that,
Genovia,
right?
yeah.
So we're getting an update.
Yeah, so it's been the last Princess Diaries 2 came out in 2004, so it's been 20 years.
Wow.
She
By the
looks
time it's
good.
released, it'll probably
Oh,
be
yeah.
25, 26,
She
you know what I
looks
mean?
good.
So,
Interesting.
yeah.
I'm
Okay,
so
that's when-
excited
okay,
for
so we
that.
still got
Right?
some time.
Me and
We
my-
don't know if Julie Andrews is returning though.
She has to.
She has
She
to.
has been. She stated earlier
to.
in the year that sometimes you have to leave a good thing alone, alluding to the fact that she may not return, but we don't know yet. I personally
just
have
media?
not read a lot of it because I want to be shocked when it comes out.
Same. Same.
Oh wait,
same,
are
same.
we sure she's alive though? Julie Andrews is alive.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
because
No,
you
it's
know
a great
there's
question.
somebody
You never know.
question.
because
Yeah.
right.
Yes.
A lot
And
of people have been passing away. Rest in
Exactly.
peace.
Fair.
And like we don't.
I
know
just
this,
think that when she does, it will be a huge
Quite
thing.
epic.
Yeah.
And you
that's
wouldn't
gonna be a
miss
thing.
it.
The soundtrack on that first one, though, do you guys remember that?
I can't. Like this
hold
Princess Diaries is something me and my mom just
Oh.
that's like our
I needed
comfort
to be
movie.
jogged my memory.
Miracles happen
Oh.
once in a while.
Wow.
When you believe, miracles happen.
Oh my God. Yeah, you just
Right?
unlocked a memory for me.
I don't remember it.
I guess we're watching that after Love is Blind.
Which is tonight.
Oh.
but more on that
Don't
later.
get us excited. now.
get us
I was ready to
know.
lunge.
Are we doing
Okay, you
that?
said love is blind.
I said the L word.
Oh my gosh.
Lib. But yeah, no, I look forward to that.
Yeah,
Me
right?
too,
That'll
me
be
too.
pretty cool.
What else? What else?
So are we gonna talk about how the FIFA is going to the Philippines
Hey.
next year?
Oh yeah. Wait, it's going to be there?
Yeah, so Philippines is going to be the host of the 2025 FIFA World Cup
That's wild.
for women, Women's World Cup.
That's
That's
wild.
huge.
How do I get
Amazing.
tickets?
Amazing.
Huge.
yeah.
Right?
So
How
like,
do I get
Dear
there?
Should
FIFA,
we
we're
go?
Tita Salita and
can we be part of your media team? But yeah, so the Philippines,
That's
FIFA
big.
confirms dates for Women's World Cup in the Philippines from November 21st to December 7th, 2025.
Wow.
But just a little bit of history, the Philippines qualified for their very first FIFA Women's World Cup in 2022. And then they
Wow.
secured their place in the 2023 FIFA Women's World Cup when they beat the Chinese in the quarterfinals. But that was the very first time like the Philippines has ever been in the FIFA at any gender, any level, at any
Wow.
age.
It's amazing.
Yeah, that's amazing.
shout out. Shout out. guys.
Kababayan!
Hey.
Let's go.
Magkakasama tayo.
Hey.
Sige.
We working on them tickets.
Right?
Yes.
We're almost out of sentence, guys. Just want to say.
I know. I was
Yes,
gonna
we're
say when
doing
you
well,
said that, I was
guys.
like, "Ooh, we going for the
doing it.
jugular.
Yeah, that's
we're going for the
I mean,
jugular.
almost there.
Right?
Told
Oh,
ya.
wow.
And we're
So
still
much
early,
news.
guys.
We're only on the 9th, so
Yeah.
we got time.
Yep, yep.
By December, guys.
We'll be having a whole conversation.
It's true.
But yeah, that's
Yeah.
big. Thank you
For
for
sure.
sharing
One
that.
segment. We said one
Sentences,
segment.
I told you.
Okay.
It might be a quieter one.
Maybe the
hour.
five, maybe
We
the
can make
intro
it.
that's like 5 minutes.
That'd be dope.
Right, right.
Oh my gosh.
My
That'd be
camera
dope.
What if we
conveniently
translate
cut.
our intro?
Yeah.
Anyways,
Okay, so
Is
what
my
else?
mic working?
What else is popping?
Oh, you know what I ended up watching on Netflix? One, I watched Monsters on
You
Netflix.
did?
Yes.
Yes, so
and
good.
now there's that new release documentary where it's the Menendez speaking from prison and telling their
Yes.
side.
Okay.
and going through
I
it.
honestly believe them.
I have to finish that. I have
I
to
have
finish that
so
first.
much to say about
Right?
them because
Oh my
there's
gosh.
like
Where do you wanna
obviously-
start, girl?
I know, right? Because obviously they're hot right now because
Yes.
things are swirling.
So hot right now.
Yeah, I know. And Kim Kardashian actually is calling for the Menendez brothers for their case to be reviewed, and
Stop.
I can see that.
the Los Angeles District
What?
Attorney's Office is currently looking into their case. They're currently reviewing the case.
I can see that.
Wow.
I can see that.
What they're doing is they're looking at evidence that wasn't accepted at their trial.
Yeah.
So they've actually
Okay,
gone
yeah,
through
yeah.
a few
They
different
mentioned that.
trials, right? They were first tried separately.
Yeah.
And which the
Yes.
juries were deadlocked, so it was
Yeah.
a hung
So
jury and
crazy.
mistrial.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's when evidence of their abuse was allowed in.
Yes.
And at
Yeah.
the trial where they were sentenced and convicted, the judge did not allow any of the evidence of their abuse to be entered in.
Which is why.
And they did not allow any media into the
Which
room.
is why. Well, okay, when you watch the documentary, what they do talk about is the level of violence and the level of sadistic nature of the actual murder can only happen. It's like they call it like a crime of passion, right?
Yeah.
That can only happen when there is in fact some kind of abuse, some kind of personal vendetta. Like that kind of murder for money would never happen.
No, and it wasn't for money. So when you look at
It
just
wasn't.
going based on the evidence that's presented,
Yes.
right, or that's out there, they're saying that their spending habits did not change. Their family members said this. Their spending habits did not change. That didn't vary from before their parents
Right.
were
So that
killed.
wasn't
or
Right.
murdered.
They were always
exactly. They were always
spoiled.
Yeah.
massively
Yes.
rich and exorbitant in their spending. And like there's two pieces of key evidence that they were reviewing is a letter sent by Eric, one of the brothers,
When he was
to
in
the
jail.
cousin in 1988 about his abuse, and another affidavit from a former Menudo member saying that the father raped him.
Oh,
And
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Wait.
I genuinely did not know that.
I did not know that. That is
let me also
extreme.
add they couldn't find anyone to speak on behalf of Jose Menendez as to being a good person. Nobody.
No character witness.
Which is the dad.
Yeah.
None.
Yeah,
which is
that's
the
scary.
dad.
Yeah.
So what does that say about him?
That's crazy.
No,
Yeah.
for sure.
For someone who was a millionaire and a mogul in his own right in the music industry, nobody would speak for you
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
except for one secretary. So I digress.
Their hearing is
Dang.
for the bid for the review of their cases in November. So it's coming up next month.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah, yeah. And
Wow.
people are saying that in today's climate, which is obviously different from the 90s, there would
Yes,
be more
of course.
sensitivity to the brothers in their abuse case.
Yes.
In the case
Yeah.
of abuse.
Yes.
Right? Whereas it was seemingly dismissed.
Yeah.
Because
their
they were
trial.
men
Yeah.
and because
Yes.
they
Yeah.
were rich.
Right.
Yeah.
That wasn't
Right.
something
Yeah.
that they could correlate.
And they're
and
pretend-
handsome.
Yeah.
right?
And handsome.
You know,
Yeah,
like they're
exactly.
good looking white men.
Yes,
Yeah.
We're rich.
Yeah, rich
Yeah,
white men.
exactly.
It's like you can't really get more.
Right.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah.
The Me Too movement definitely opened the wave for people to speak out about their
For
abuse.
sure.
100%.
Men and women.
100%.
And abuse is not acceptable anywhere.
Yeah.
Anywhere.
So
Absolutely.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, I don't know if I'll watch Monsters. I think I will wait for their thing to come out because they're saying, the Menendez brothers have said that the Netflix special Monsters is not an honest portrayal of
The
what
documentary
happened.
is good.
Yeah, I can watch that.
I think
if
the
it's them.
documentary
Yeah.
would be
You would
better.
prefer the
Yeah.
documentary.
The Netflix version is like, glamorized.
Yeah,
And I
glamorized.
hate
Or
that.
like
Honestly,
Hollywood eyes.
Yeah.
I really hate that because they've been doing that a lot with villains. And in this case, obviously, it's backfiring a little bit because, you know,
Like
this is
Inventing
very
Anna.
complicated. Yeah, I hated that.
Yeah.
I
Guys,
hated that. I
Anna
hated
from
that.
Inventing Anna is
the-
on Dancing with the Stars.
And the Tinder
that's
swindler,
crazy.
swindler or whatever.
Oh, I
Yes.
kind of like that one. I don't know.
I never watched it.
They make it so like
They
I don't know-
romanticize it a
Yeah, I
bit.
really hate that. I really
well, it's
just
just
hate
like
it.
that movie that It Ends With Us. I mean, they kind
Anne
of
Hathaway? Oh, no.
no with
With Us.
I was gonna say
Oh,
Serena.
yes, yes, yes.
With Blake Lively.
Yes, 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 yes.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
there's
And,
a level of
Justin
romanticizing.
Baldoni.
Yes, get the smile on that
Well,
girl.
because look who they picked. Look who they picked as their cast. They knew what they were doing.
like,
They knew what they were doing with
I
that
did
cast.
not see you smile like that today. But I'm
Oh.
saying, like, to romanticize abuse, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
100%.
Yeah. But back to your point. revisiting that, I'm waiting for that.
We'll see what happens at the hearing for the bid for their freedom in November.
Yeah.
That's going to be something to watch for sure. And I'm glad they're just getting some justice because they've been in jail for a long time, right? All of their, when you think about how old they were when this all happened.
Like 18, right?
And you-
18
and 21 or something like that, right? Like you were young. You were young.
I'm a huge advocate for if people say that they have been abused, you
That
should
has to be
believe them.
considered, yeah.
You have to consider that, especially the level of detail in those when they're on the stand. Like,
But like that courage that it takes to come out and say something like that, or to first even admit that it's happening to you, then to come out and say that, and then to be shunned on such a public level. They weren't just shunned in the courtroom; they were shunned all around.
public,
Yeah.
they were
Like,
made
you know?
a joke.
Yeah.
Right? In the height of like media. This was like the beginning of like the media
Yes,
swirl in
Saturday
the
Night
States.
Live,
They were on
Mad
SNL
TV,
skit.
Yeah.
Everybody was
True.
like, "Oh, the Menendez brothers lying
Yeah.
about their abuse."
So
Believe
crazy.
them.
Devastating.
And I would like to know. I'm sure you guys want to know what's going on in the city. New week. Let me know.
Lots of things happening.
Tell me, I love when you have all the goods.
There's some new stats that came out that I'm excited to share with
Okay,
you
tell us
guys.
the
Good.
So, you know, obviously with all the interest rates coming down and stuff like that, a lot of people are like, oh, should I buy a house now? When's a good time? They're starting to kind of re-enter the market and regain some confidence, but it's not enough. As we discussed last week, we're still not going to see some of those effects until well into the new year, and it's interest rates continue to come down. But Q2 stats for housing numbers have come in relation to like income, and I really wanted to share that.
It's the eye twinkle for me.
So as of Q2,
She's so adorable.
thanks guys. As of Q2, the average income required to purchase a house valued at $810,200 is $155K.
Oh, okay.
When you compare that to the average Canadian income,
Wow.
average Canadian income is $87,000.
For a single person.
So one person,
One person.
home.
Yeah,
Okay.
right. Well, it
Okay.
could be. Yeah. So, but there are some people that don't make that.
No,
right?
that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
There's a lot of
That's
people that
That's
don't
true.
make
That's
that.
true.
But that's the
That's still-
average.
Yeah, actually, that's the average household income. So
Oh,
no,
average
that's
household
not. Yeah,
income.
that's
Okay,
not
okay.
per
Like
person.
individual
No, no,
income.
no,
I
no,
was
no,
like-
no, no, no.
I was like, what is that?
Say.
No, average household income across Canada. So
Oh,
take
okay,
into
okay.
account places that are not as expensive as Toronto.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay, yeah.
but 87,000. Okay, so that's
All right.
that's assuming that you would have 20% down, which is $161,000. So you would still need to put down a ton of money in order to afford this, and
Yeah.
assuming that your debt is in check, so that you're not exceeding the 39% gross debt ratio, service ratio, right? So it's 87,000 household income, but the median but the requirement
It's
is 155K.
Yeah, that's
That's
quite
down
extreme.
from 2019
I thought you. Oh yeah. That was
and even the year
individual.
prior. I think it's down 12K from last year or something like that. So it was 100 and almost 70K.
I feel like at one point I even heard 200K.
Yeah,
for
yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
I was gonna say. I was just
100%.
thinking
I
that.
swear I remember hearing that
100%.
once, and I
Yeah.
was like, so I'm not buying a house. Like,
Yeah.
oh man.
Holla
You
at
can
my
buy
realtors.
buy it with everyone in your household.
Yeah,
or
so
like,
it's become a little bit more
for
affordable.
sure.
yeah, right?
That's the
I
good
know.
news.
But again, the Bank
But
of Canada is
still.
expected to cut the interest rates. We're looking at probably 3% by spring.
Yeah.
Right? We're sitting at 4.25 right now.
I have a question. When you say 87 average for a household, what do they average as a household? Is that like a 3-person? Is that a 2-person? Is that like a
Two-person working household.
Yeah, I think it's a
Two-person.
2-person working, but I
Got
actually
it.
don't know because the statistics here they're vary. One of them was from a news article that I was reading, and another one was from a statistics site.
Right.
And the statistics sites were actually putting it more at 64K as the household income.
Wow.
Yeah, so I'm gonna dive into that a little bit more. Yeah.
Remember when 30 to like 50 a year was like, wow.
A massive thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Take me back.
No, gone are those days, man.
Please. The 64, 65 was coming from 2024, like as of right now. But I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna look into that more because I typically try to get my stats from Stats Canada specifically.
I've
But-
never visited that website.
Oh, it's great. Lots of great.
I know
stats
your
on
eyes
there.
twinkle. But yeah, a 6-figure is
Interesting.
usually
Yeah.
what people talk about now.
Yeah.
That is the norm.
Well, when you think about too, like how the high interest rates would have affected everyone, you know, I think people don't realize like it literally obliterated in some cases the buying power for people. So whatever investments or savings they had were outweighed by all the interest that they had to pay on loans and whatever else. Whereas it was literally the opposite for the wealthiest 20%. The wealthiest 20% made money because they had great returns on their investments, which were probably real estate and other things, right? Right. And their debts were, you know, when you're wealthier, your debts are a little bit different. You're leveraging those debts normally to buy assets that are income producing. So we can talk about that
And
another day.
you're also constantly flipping your money.
Yeah, exactly.
You have the ability to.
Yeah, and you have someone
It's
usually
not
who's
just-
managing that for you.
Wealth managers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, the luxury.
Yeah. So
We're
there's
almost there,
that.
guys. We're almost there.
See you soon, luxury.
Yeah, right. We'll see. We're thinking that because buyers have been kind of in control of the market as of lately, we're going to start to see more. Like we'll probably still see increases in homes, because that's just the nature of our economy. But they won't be as crazy. So right now, I've actually seen a lot of condos come down in price in certain neighborhoods where you normally would have to spend for a 2+1 condo, which do exist. Tridel condo, $850K. I seen that now is $599.
Wow.
That's a huge drop.
Yeah.
$599. Yeah.
That's a huge
That's big.
drop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's big.
Yeah.
Now, if they bring that to the STC area,
Yeah. Right.
Scarborough area.
Yeah. So we'll see. It'll be interesting
Keep
to see where
monitoring
we're
it.
at this time next
Yeah,
year.
for sure,
Exactly.
for sure.
Oh man.
Over to you, Liz. You had something to say.
Well, I mean, I just wanted to talk about this very interesting clip that played on Filipinos in the Six.
Oh snap.
No shade. I love Filipinos in the Six. Shout out Carlos.
which one?
What
But
up?
there was this clip where this girl, I don't know if she was Filipino, maybe she was, but she made a comment saying how Filipinos are a moment right now. And so to which I responded and said, what? We're not a moment. We're a movement right now. Are you crazy?
100%.
Because a moment is like
Speak with that
temporary,
power,
right?
girl.
It's fleeting.
Yeah, so I was like, I just made that comment because, I was telling Cam earlier, like, we have to acknowledge the moves that Filipinos are making now. For
sure.
generations, our parents, their parents, we've been conditioned and taught to be tahimik,
Yes.
obedient,
Yes,
supportive.
for
And
sure.
well, all these things probably worked back in the day, right? Survival mode.
Yeah.
Like, no, not today. Like, we're
Yeah.
trying to do big things now, right?
100%.
So I just wanted to take this moment to celebrate because no, we're not just a moment.
Yes.
We're doing big things.
Louder for
said,
the people in the
think
back.
bigger.
We're we're innovators, we're
bigger.
inventors, we're creatives, we're in C-suite level roles. We are surgeons, nurses, in
For
healthcare,
sure.
lawyers, politicians, entrepreneurs, like doing
We're
the
everywhere
most,
now.
Doing the most
Yep.
everywhere in all the spaces. And so, I mean, I could appreciate what she was trying to say, but
Yeah,
at the
for
same
sure.
time, I hate it when people minimize our efforts.
100%.
Yeah,
because
like,
it's
we're not a trend,
It's
but
a
it's not a
big
fad.
deal.
Thank
No,
you.
it's
Yeah.
a big deal that we're
For sure.
moving like this now.
For
Yes.
sure.
It is.
Right?
It is. We've been dying. We've been thirsty for representation,
go.
and now we are everywhere.
Everywhere.
Oh my gosh.
Everywhere.
100%.
I just got a shiver saying
I was about
that.
to say, I'm like, I feel
Getting emotional. My eyes are watering.
I know.
I
Thank
felt
you
that
for
as you said
thank you
that.
for that.
Yeah.
It was
I
very
mean,
powerful, and
yes.
I 100% agree. Like, you're not gonna keep us quiet anymore.
There you
No.
go.
Like, we are here to stand in these
100%.
rooms.
Yes.
We belong in these rooms.
This is the
Thank you, thank you.
perfect segue. So on Tuesday, got invited to go to the AGO
Hey.
for a guided tour for a new exhibit that they have, Pacita Abad.
Oh,
Period.
yes.
So let me tell you about Tita Pacita because she's
Talk
a
to
G.
us, Jay.
Okay, she's a G. So it's just funny that you say like we're bigger than this, we're a movement, and like she represented that. Like this is someone. So she's a late Philippine-born artist, born with us from 1946 to 2004.
Shout out to artists.
But she was so bold, not in just even the colors and her pieces, but even how she lived her life. Like she didn't decide to become an artist until 30. She never knew how to swim. This girl took up scuba diving in her 30s. You know what I mean? So and on top of that, her style of art, it's a mixture of cultural diverse
Textiles?
techniques
Yeah.
and textiles from all of her travels. Let me tell you, this girl went everywhere. She went to Turkey, Congo, Iran, Afghanistan, Pakistan, Turkey, India,
Hey.
Taiwan, Thailand,
Wow.
Indonesia, Sri Lanka, Hong Kong, Laos, Korea, and went to Washington during the Marcos regime. So the
Wow.
art that she makes, it's representative of people of color, those everyday people, you know. And what else is there? I feel like so she's best known for, there's 100 pieces in this exhibit, but she's best known for her bold, large scale hanging trapuntos, which is basically a form of a quilted painting.
Can you say
So
that?
Beautiful.
Can you say that?
Yeah,
word
you
again?
posted that.
Trapuntos,
Yes.
yeah.
It was stunning.
Yeah, it's
Trapuntos?
gorgeous. Trapuntos.
Yeah.
Yeah. A
Trapuntos.
form of quilted painting made of stitched and stuffed canvas.
It's
So her pieces are gorgeous. and
Innovative.
it's a huge
Creative.
exhibit. So definitely go today. It's exclusive members access only starting today. You guys are going to see this episode October 10th, but it goes through to the 11th. And then from October 12th, it's open for annual pass holders and public access. And then for anyone that is interested, on November 2nd, they're actually going to do a round table, and some of Pacita's family members are actually going to be there.
Oh my God.
It does cost $15, but it's a very special event.
Wow.
So I highly recommend and go check out. She's your dope ass Tita that you just want to hang out with.
100%.
Like there's a video of her.
Trailblazer.
She's
Yeah.
amazing.
Can I-
highly
Amazing.
recommend.
Can I quickly add too?
Go for it.
If you want to pay $15, you can also just opt to pay $30, $35, and get an AGO membership for the whole year.
True.
There you
yeah.
go.
There you go.
Nice.
Just saying.
Nice
Just
plug.
letting y'all know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So definitely go check it out.
I just wanted to, before we continue, just say a quick thank you to our ancestors, our families, everyone like our Tita Pacita,
Yes.
who has paved the way for us to be able to do what we do today. We're out here doing the most because of you guys. So thank you so much.
Yes.
We're not going to play it small. You guys endured a lot of things that we didn't have to so that we could do our thing. And we're so
Yes.
grateful. So thank you.
Yes.
Mahal kita.
Hey.
Maraming salamat.
And all that good stuff.
Right? And
Yeah.
let's go. Let's do
Let's
this.
go. Let's go.
A movement.
A movement.
I repeat,
Not a
what we said.
moment. Not a moment.
Yeah. I'm
Okay, guys, I found something funny on Reddit.
Okay.
So I'm gonna read a scenario, and you answer. Am I wrong? Am I in the wrong?
Okay.
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 Why am I nervous?
I needed to bold a sentence. My sister passed away recently after a long illness, and before she died, she made very clear instructions regarding her funeral. She specifically did not want our brother John to attend or receive any of her ashes. To provide some context, growing up, my sister wasn't kind to John. John also was not great. They fought like cats and dogs. As an adult, she sought therapy, recognized the damage she had done, and tried to make amends. She apologized multiple times and reached out, but John refused to reconcile. He was clear that he didn't want a relationship with her. When she became ill, my sister made one last attempt to
Reconcile.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Do you need?
Are you able to extend
Yeah.
it? Yeah, mine is.
Okay. When she became ill,
I feel like we're in class when you take turns.
my sister made one last attempt to reconnect, asking John to visit her. He declined again, stating that he had no interest in repairing the relationship, even as she was dying. This hurt her, and she made it clear that if he didn't want to see her while she was alive, she didn't want to see him at her funeral or receiving any part of her remains. In her view, if we couldn't show up for her in life, or if he couldn't show up for her in life, he had no right to be there in death.
Oh man.
John showed up at the funeral uninvited. I think
Oh
our
my God,
uncle,
Jonathan's in the back.
I think our uncle gave him the date and time in line with my sister's wishes.
gosh. Tito.
I know, right?
Bruh.
Tito, man. But
And
yes.
in line with my sister's wishes, I asked him to leave. He became angry, caused a scene, and accused me of being cruel and preventing him from saying goodbye. Several family members have since criticized my decision, saying I should have let him stay for closure, saying that funerals are for the living, but I pointed out that this was her last wish.
Yeah.
He thinks I'm a huge jerk, and I'm refusing to give him anything of hers still. The family is mostly split. Outside opinion.
Who wants to go first?
listen, we're talking about life and death here.
Literally life and death.
Yeah.
When it comes to, I've definitely, I'm sure most of us have had familial challenges, yeah,
Drama.
that were very strong,
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
For pivotal moments in life, I certainly have, and I'm not going to air that out here today.
Of course not.
With that being said, I am not going to lie, I'm a little bit on the fence here. I'm a little bit on the fence because I understand the perspective of respecting someone's dying wishes. If my Lola, when she passed away, told me I don't want this person there, am I going to go against my Lola's wishes? Right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, am I going to, potentially ruin someone's life?
But like letting them have like make peace with.
You know what I mean? Because then they have to live the rest of their life without that reconciliation. But at the same time, I guess part of the reconciliation is that like we were not okay.
Yeah.
And you chose that. You played your part in that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know. Sorry, I'm kind of talking in a
No,
circle, but
I feel you. I
I'm
feel
on
you.
the
It's
fence.
tough.
I'm on the fence.
It's
Yeah.
tough.
It's a good perspective for sure.
No, for sure. Like, I don't want, to your point, it's like, yeah, I don't want to be the one that gets in the way, but just knowing the context and how much went into trying before, and then for it to finally be like, okay, they're not there. To me, respectfully to John, I'm sorry, you can come back to her site at another day, say a prayer, but like I also just feel like this is her wish, and like it seems like she really did try to make amends.
But we also don't know his side of the story. Because in the only thing that we know is to provide some context. Growing up, my sister was not kind to John. We don't know what that means.
My sister was not kind
Okay.
to
This is
John.
true.
And
Okay,
that's also
valid.
just that perspective.
Valid.
We don't know
Yeah, you're right.
Because
how John received anything.
how mad could he have been, or how scarred could he have been
Yeah.
to be able to be like, I don't want a relationship
Exactly.
with you
Yeah,
anymore.
even
when
knowing
you're
you're dying.
yeah,
For sure.
yeah,
That's
For sure.
a huge thing.
that is something to consider.
100%.
Yeah, that's
Although-
a good point.
I'm sorry, although I'm speaking for me, if I'm trying and trying and trying and trying, and you don't recognize that, and I'm a huge believer in like you have to give people their flowers when they're alive,
For sure.
because this day, this life, there is no
Guaranteed.
tomorrow
Yeah.
guaranteed. So if I'm trying, and you don't acknowledge that, I mean, if that's my wish, that's my wish.
Yeah.
You know, if I choose to get to that extreme,
Yeah.
I mean, God no, I also want to consider what you said, because it takes a lot for family to stop talking.
Yeah. That's true.
And also, I don't know if him going to the funeral will necessarily give him the peace that he seeks, because
You're right.
obviously he's deeply unhealed.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's like, what were you going there for?
True.
Was it for you? Like, was it
Right.
ultimately for you because you didn't want to make
That
peace when
part.
she was alive?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you
That
feel
part.
guilty.
Exactly,
Yeah.
right?
That
Like, are you
part.
just trying to show now that you are
You
you're
care.
remorseful and that
Yeah,
you care
for
because
sure.
now she's gone? Like, what were you afraid of when she was living?
Yeah.
You
Is it
know?
a like? Is it just for a puppet show? Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right.
Yeah.
Great
Especially
point.
because even if she did treat him bad, obviously we don't know the full story, okay?
Yeah,
We're just
yeah, yeah.
talking
Of
about what
course.
we
Yeah.
know.
We're just going off a paragraph.
She still made her best efforts to reconcile.
Yeah.
So it was like, okay, I treated you bad. So, let's maybe, I don't know, maybe she was saying, let's try to fix it. Like maybe she acknowledged it because, when you're in the moment where you're approaching death, it's like, probably you're self-reflecting. Like that's
for
why
sure.
she's trying to make
100%.
Obviously, we don't know 100%.
That's what gets me. I think
It's-
because
yeah.
it's like that sentence, my sister was not kind to John.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
could mean so many
much,
things.
deeply,
Yeah.
deeply hurt.
Unkind, to be unkind to somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think
For
about how
sure.
much
Well,
like
we just
unkind.
We
like,
just
Yeah.
discussed Menendez
exactly.
brothers.
Yeah.
And I think
What
that's
does
why
that
I'm like,
mean?
Yeah.
How heavy
what do
is
you
that?
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I do not agree with the fact that he caused a scene at the funeral.
Yeah.
No.
But again,
Yeah.
That
Don't
part.
do it.
that
Let's not
could
do
have
all
been
of that
like
now.
that could have been him like responding to how other people were treating him to not be there.
True.
We
Right.
don't know.
He could have been
Yeah.
triggered in some way too by
but
now.
I
Yeah.
do not
Remember.
agree.
Yeah.
Obviously, emotions are high
Yeah.
at funerals.
So many layers.
Of course,
There
but
are so many layers.
too many layers. I think too many for us to make an informed decision. Like,
Yeah.
to
For
be
sure.
unkind to someone, that's a bold statement. I
Yeah,
think.
growing
Yeah.
up.
Especially if she had to seek therapy to recognize the damage that she had done. What if she was abusive to him in some way, and
Yeah.
his therapist was like, "You don't need to reconcile with her." Like that. If you can reconcile in your heart, but you don't have to see her in person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And and then
Yeah,
going to the
that's a
funeral
good
was another
point.
form of closure.
Yep.
You know, like there's just
There's
too
stages.
many. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
We need the full story.
Yeah.
But I do want to acknowledge that if she did seek help and therapy to get to the point where she wanted to reconcile, that's big.
Yeah.
Because some
Yeah.
people don't ever get there.
100%,
And
for
maybe
sure.
what led to her getting that healing was because she was dying. Whatever leads you there. But at the end of the day, if she's trying to get there or she
Yeah.
got there, like that's huge.
Yes.
Right? So
Yeah,
I agree. Ultimately, I believe in forgiveness.
Yes,
do.
and I really believe that self-awareness is something that people take lightly. So when you are when you are in fact able to own
Yeah.
your ish, then
Yeah.
I mean, and you're trying to take the steps. I don't know. I strongly believe people sometimes wait till it's too late,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
and that's a whole
That's
other
just one
conversation.
part.
Yeah,
That's a whole
for
other
sure.
Yeah,
conversation.
But I guess while we just have a little bit of time on the clock, the question really is the guy who executed
he
his
wrong?
sister's wish, is he a bad person? The
No.
brother who executed his sister's wish, is he a bad person? Because
I don't
he's
think
saying
No, I
that-
don't think he's a bad person.
a
I think
bad person,
Or
Yeah.
is he in the wrong? Sorry,
Or
is
he's
he
no.
in the wrong?
No, I don't think he's.
He's not wrong.
He's wrong, but I don't think he's operating with ill will. I don't think it was a malicious move.
Yeah.
But he
Gotcha.
is
Yeah.
wrong
I
because he
think
did
that's a
not
good way to
honor
put
the
it.
wish.
Oh, he did
Yeah.
not honor the wish?
The wish was that he wasn't invited.
He did honor the wish. It was the uncle.
It was the uncle that invited him. Yeah, yeah.
Is
Yeah.
he?
He didn't invite him, but the uncle invited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is the
brother.
uncle wrong? You mean?
No.
the
The person who
brother.
posted this is a brother.
Because he
Oh,
honored
Yeah,
the wish.
'cause
He honored the wish.
But he's wondering because the family is split. The brother is upset. John is upset with him, and he's still not giving her anything of hers still.
Yeah,
for,
he's honoring the wish.
He's honoring the wish.
Yeah.
So he's like, am I the bad person for honoring the wish and essentially not inviting him to the funeral?
No, he's
and
not wrong.
sharing.
I don't think he's
listen,
wrong.
John. That man's demons is not yours. So
Yeah.
do not feel guilty about honoring your late sister's wish.
No, wait. I
he
think
needs a lot
John.
of
No,
healing.
John is the one. Hold on. I think
John
we're
is the
confusing.
brother.
John
He's
is
the
the
guy that
brother
wasn't
got
invited.
along.
Oh shoot, sorry, the brother,
Yeah.
not John.
I was like, hold on. Wait, what?
The brother. It's
We're
not
gonna get it
his,
right.
Okay,
his
Ref,
older
time
yeah.
out. We are now switching gears to Lib.
Lib.
Love is blind.
Love is blind.
Sorry, mom.
Sorry, super fan. Just one segment. Just give us one segment, please.
Where do you want to start with that?
Okay, who do we think is
man.
gonna make it? That's the question.
First of all, I thought it was a really
Predictions.
like slow start.
Yeah,
I felt like
I
I'm not
agree.
gonna lie. I was like, where's like I needed something
The
spicy.
drums.
Really?
Yeah, I felt it was
I
a
felt
slower
the same
start.
too. Yeah.
I didn't feel
In
that.
comparison to others.
I didn't
I didn't
feel
feel
that.
like. I thought
I
it was
thought there's a
quite
lot of
juicy.
couples.
Quite juicy.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't feel that at all.
Quite juicy from the start.
Okay. Oh.
I didn't like
What's
the
juice?
reveals. I felt like they were drawn out. I'm like, I don't need to see this.
Really? Oh,
I don't need to see.
I like the
That's like
reveal.
my
I don't
favorite
even know.
part.
Not the initial, but when they're sitting there, like, oh no,
Oh, yeah, that was too much.
Like,
Yeah, that
I
was
cannot.
too much.
I can't do it. I can't.
I was like, oh, you're so cute. Like,
Right?
Let me look at you.
You're so cute. No,
Yeah.
you're so cute. Oh, your voice sounds the same. No, your voice sounds the
Like,
same.
we don't need that. We don't
Like,
need all of that.
enough.
Yeah.
Enough. Cut it out, producers.
Okay, but predictions.
No.
Okay,
I don't know if
Tell
you want
me
to hear from
predictions.
me. But
I want to hear from everybody.
okay, let's hear it.
What do you think?
Let's hear. What do you guys think?
Hold on, I need
First
to-
of all, okay, who's your favorite couple? So
Tyler.
far?
Yes.
Tyler,
Tyler.
okay.
Wait, hold on. Which one's Tyler? Because now I always forget
The light skin.
The light
guy
skin with the
with the beautiful.
Oh my god.
Yeah, yeah.
I love
the one that
them.
the one that
love
prays
him
for
so
each
much.
other.
Yes,
Yeah.
the one that
I love
prays
that.
before bed.
Yes, yes.
That scene alone.
I hope that they make it. But did you guys see there was a clip? Like, there's
Listen.
no way we can end like this.
Tyler
Did you see
and
that?
Ashley. No.
Was that Tyler and Ashley?
No, Tyler
I
and
don't
Ashley
think
have
so.
zero beef.
yeah.
I think they'll have their troubles.
I think they may have like a little thing. They're
Yeah.
gonna be like Brett and you remember the Nike guy?
Tiffany?
And Tiffany?
Yeah.
Like I feel like it'll be that. Like she may fall asleep or
Oh,
they had a
I don't
misunderstanding.
know.
My prediction on that is that because they're at such a high momentum,
Yeah.
there's only one place you can go when you are at that momentum.
Yeah.
Down.
Which
Yeah.
is down.
Oh my gosh.
And until they hit down, can they really understand
Yeah.
far past like this like love bubble that they're in, right?
Yeah.
So that's my only thing. Like they're so great that the shoe has to drop
Yeah.
Yeah, for
for
sure.
it to be real.
I
Yeah.
agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
I don't know where it's gonna turn. It is.
But I am for them
I have
all
a
the
thought,
way.
but I'm not going to share because
Okay, share it.
Share
no,
it, please.
like because I feel like it's like
Oh wait, spoiler alert, guys! If you
Yeah.
haven't got caught up,
Oh my
please
gosh. Do not listen
do not
anymore.
Yeah,
If you have
turn
not
this
watched,
off.
Yeah.
do
Go
not
watch
spoiler
and turn this off.
alert.
We didn't even spoiler alert.
Don't say we didn't tell you.
Okay, go, Cam.
Okay,
Tell
bye.
us.
He
Tell
has
us.
I think there's a gap in his family that he's not talking about. He talks a lot about his mom.
Who? Tyler?
Tyler.
Yeah. But he also, this is just something that I noticed, and I don't know what's going to happen with any of this, if this is even anything, but he has a lot of names of like tattoo names on his body. Are they kids, family members? Like what? Like what's going on?
Oh, wait. Wasn't there a clip where she says, when I decide to marry him, I met
and he
his
was gonna-
children or something.
Who
There's a
said
clip.
that?
Is it Ashley?
Ashley, yeah.
Ashley, there was a clip
I don't remember
that I was
that.
gonna marry his.
His kids.
Yes, wasn't there a
Really?
clip? There was a clip.
Maybe.
We gotta-
Maybe that's
we gotta
what.
check
Maybe
it.
that's what kind
You're
of made me
right,
like
Cam.
hyper aware.
Yes.
Because I see like on his arm, on it, like I
No.
just
You're
noticed
right.
a bunch of names.
But when
You're
they
right.
were in the pool,
That's when I noticed it, I
he
think.
goes, I'm going to tattoo your name right here.
yeah, and they were that's why, because they were talking about tattooing names
Right.
close to my heart or something like that.
I
But
didn't
saw
catch
there's-
the other
'cause
names,
he's
though.
tatted up.
Yeah,
he has,
yeah,
like,
yeah, true.
Like literally like names
Everywhere,
on his body.
yeah.
So
Who
I don't
are
know
they?
Who
these
names that
people are.
be,
'Cause
Tyler?
remember, he
Who
said the way he
names?
describes it is that he doesn't have a big family.
Oh.
Because he grew up, his mom's parents didn't accept her
Yeah,
with
yeah.
a black man, so they shunned her.
So whose names
so
was
whose
that?
names are those?
That's what I'm
Yes.
saying.
Interesting.
This is what I'm saying. And
Juicy.
men usually only tattoo their kids' names on
Kids,
them.
yes.
That
Unless he
better
was
be
married
your
before.
Rottweilers,
Yeah, yeah.
Tyler.
I'm just saying. Yeah, either a pet or a woman.
Yeah.
So, or a kid,
Oh
sorry, or
my
kids.
gosh.
So we'll see. So that's kind of like what I'm thinking. I don't know.
But
if
why
anything's coming-
should she have not asked that yet?
But that's
Whose
the thing.
names are those?
We wouldn't.
It's
maybe,
not. It's
maybe,
just edited.
Oh,
yeah,
right.
so
right.
maybe it's
True.
like a thing, but I'm
Oh.
thinking maybe they either didn't talk about it or he intentionally asked them not to include it in their conversation because he doesn't want his kids out there like that. Because
to respect
this
the
can be
kids.
very
Fair.
invasive,
You're right. True,
That's
true,
fair.
true.
That's
So I'm
Good
like,
point.
okay.
Good point. Okay, what
Thoughts
else?
on Taylor and Garrett? Taylor is.
I think they'll make it.
I
Oh,
think
the
so
A-
too.
the Asian
half
ones?
Asian,
Yes.
half.
I think so too.
Yeah,
I
they're
love
sweet.
that.
They're
I hope
sweet.
so.
I love
Yeah.
She's the
She's
only
really
couple.
smart. Like
Yeah, she
the
is.
way
They're
she
I like
speaks.
her.
Super nerdy.
I love it
Yeah.
though.
I love
it.
Yeah.
I love it.
But
No,
it's like
but she's
subtle,
like,
but
yeah.
like
she's kind of
She's
cool,
hot.
though.
She's
Yeah,
smoking.
she's
actually.
yeah.
She
Like,
is.
I don't know if
She's
she
beautiful.
knows.
I don't.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah,
Yeah.
it's one of
No,
those kind
she's
of.
like undercover hot, but I think that gift.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah,
no, that gift
so
is beautiful.
thoughtful. Yeah.
Like we are in it.
Yeah.
You give
That's
that
a
I
kind
was
of
like,
gift.
that's so premature.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was super early.
Wait, Camille didn't tell us who her favorite was.
Who's your favorite?
My favorite couple.
Yeah, so far.
I guess it would be them. I think they're the ones with
Tyler
the
and
highest.
Ashley.
Yeah,
Taylor
they
and-
have the highest.
wait, Tyler?
No, Taylor.
Taylor
So
and
Taylor and
Garrett.
Garrett. I think
Taylor.
they have
Got
the
you.
highest
Taylor
potential
and
with the
AG.
least amount of drama. But I also do love Tyler and Ashley.
Yeah.
I do,
But I just
yeah.
don't know what's going on there. Like there's something that's missing for me. I don't know. Like
Yeah,
I
they're not
love the
showing
prayer. I
something.
love the stuff, but I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah.
You
I-
feel, the shoe's
Just-
gonna
see.
drop.
That's
Yeah,
what
yeah.
I'm saying. So I'm like, like, did you
It's, like,
guys
so
really?
perfect.
Yeah.
I need the shoe to
did
drop.
you go all the way there? But they seem like they went so deep. I don't know. He was
Yeah.
crying a lot. Like,
Yeah.
They're so good. These
So
producers.
many things.
you
I know, I know.
That's what I'm
They
saying.
click.
Like,
And how they
I'm
edited.
just learning from
I
the
wanna
previous
know. Yes,
seasons.
that. Oh, they
how
got
many
us
times
so
are
good.
you know what I'm saying?
They
How
got
many
us
times
so good.
we've been duped as
Yes,
audience?
yes, true.
Yeah.
Listen, from when Love Is Blind UK came out, not
I-
gonna spoil
thank
it.
you.
I think Love Is Blind US seen that and was like, "Yeah, we'll take this."
I'm waiting for Love Is Blind Canada, but that's a whole other thing.
It's coming.
Isn't
Is it?
Well, they did tryouts in Toronto. I don't know if it means there's a Love Is Blind Toronto or if they just got people from Toronto that would get flown in for the
I
thing.
did not
don't
know that.
Yeah,
They
they had
tryouts.
tryouts. I know.
But let's continue with
Okay,
our
who else?
predictions.
Who else? Yes.
We have
this
Monica
season.
and Steven. Steven's the guy. He always looks like a happy little boy.
Oh, yeah. The
Nope.
cute.
1%
Nope.
black guy.
Nope.
I think she's gonna
Oh,
get the
yes,
ick.
he
I think
was-
she's gonna get the ick.
Yeah.
I was so
Yeah.
excited at first because he seemed like a
Same.
sweet guy.
Same,
but
same,
the
same.
one thing that's shouting out to me from him is insecurity, and I don't know what he's insecure
I was
about.
the opposite. I didn't like him at first.
I just thought he was cute because he looks like a giant baby.
Yeah. Yeah.
He literally looks like a giant baby.
He does. And when he's happy, it's like, oh, you're so cute.
I will not be able to unsee Boss Baby now.
Yeah, that's who he is. That's who he is.
She already
But yeah,
got the ick, though.
I don't think they'll go
Yeah,
too
I think
far.
she's getting the ick.
On the
Yeah.
couch,
Yeah.
she was like,
Yeah.
"Can you
Oh.
let me talk?"
Yeah, she
I
was
like,
vibing ick. Yeah. Yeah, she was.
There's Alexandra and Tim.
Who's that?
again?
So they're the
They're
couple.
not making it.
right?
I
We don't
think
remember
she's
this.
gonna
No,
get
no,
it.
No,
no.
the other black couple.
Yeah,
the
no.
other-
No.
Oh yeah, no.
They're already in the red zone.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I want to
yeah.
shout out that I feel like I'm glad that he stood up for himself with the verbal abuse.
Yes.
Because
Oh wait,
Yes.
what was that again?
Remember, she kind of got in his face, and then he ended up
Yeah, they're not
he
making
ended
it
up
at all.
not sleeping
yes,
there.
Yeah.
I think he's even the
And
show.
he looked like very
so.
teary-eyed, and he was like, I
He's
don't accept
emotional,
this.
yeah.
I don't accept
and
this.
she doesn't seem like she likes to play around or anything like that. And he's being so
Yeah.
playful, and she's like not having
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
She has a wall up. That
Yeah,
Yes.
like,
Yeah.
she
She does.
seems a little immature
She
for him. I
she
don't
has
know.
some trauma.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
can tell she
for
has
sure.
trauma, and she is very sensitive.
Yeah.
Okay, we
Okay.
got
Next.
two couples. We got
Next.
two couples left.
Yeah.
We have Hannah. My laptop just died. So Hannah and the guy with the, remember he had the duck on the beach?
Oh no. No.
But I will say, I'm not Team Hannah. I'm Team whatever his name is.
The guy.
Nick.
The guy,
Same.
Nick. Yeah.
I'm Team Nick.
Yeah.
I didn't like him at first.
Yeah.
Now I like Nick.
Now
He's
I like him.
He's
Same.
just like it's like the Chelsea situation last season.
Yeah.
Right? That's the vibe I'm getting from Hannah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
honestly, he ended up being like he's genuinely himself.
Yeah.
Like, you
like
get
a
like what you
genuinely
see is what you
childish,
get.
but
Yes.
yeah.
He's
And-
like that kid in high school that wants to be a rapper.
Yeah.
Do you see
Yeah,
that?
you probably have a lot of black friends.
Yeah, 100%.
They're in DC right now.
Yeah,
actually,
true.
right?
True.
Wait,
I'm
can
dead.
we say the last couple?
What? Who?
I don't have the girl's name, but Ramses
Brittany.
and Brittany.
What do we
No.
think?
Yuck.
Those,
Yuck.
Oh my god.
I think they're just in like La La Land.
I
and
think
the
she's
guy
in
died.
La La Land because
Yeah.
I don't know why she would have picked him, honestly.
Yeah. I thought they were cute at first.
They
No.
do vibe the same. They're like
Wait.
similar.
Who are you thinking is cute? The art dealer guy?
No.
No, Brammy
The one with the
and Ray.
braids. He
So
has
you
like
know-
a braid and she has like
Oh,
She's
Fun
kinda like
connection.
Yeah.
Fun connection.
Yeah.
I went. Well, we both worked for a certain company, but we were flown in for a conference. So I totally was with Ramses for like a random conference.
Are you
No
serious?
way.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That
funny.
is so
Yeah,
random.
it was so random. It was in Portland. And yeah, and then it was funny because then when all the Love Is Blind stuff dropped, he posted like, "I'm gonna be on it." I was like, "What?"
That
On my
is
Instagram.
crazy,
That's crazy.
Jay.
Small
So
world.
random.
That's so cool.
One more.
Jada's so cool.
Oh.
One more. Oh no, actually no, it's not Love Is Blind. But
Oh.
anyways, what does everyone think of that couple?
No.
That's
No.
a no.
No,
All right.
no.
Boo.
They're just
And that's
horny
it.
right now.
Yeah.
Hey,
That's all it is.
La La
That's
Land.
all. And we're not even going to cover the other couple because ugh.
No.
It's
No,
gonna be
thank you.
Thursday when you see this on Filipino TV, but it's Wednesday right now, and that's where we're gonna go and watch tonight.
Right.
Yes.
Until then, ingat.
Ingat.